things have you been looking into this week since we last talked?
Okay, so this may or may not be internet bullshit. I can't confirm it, but have you heard of the Clown Island?
No, man. I've never heard of the Clown Island. What is this Clown Island?
All right. Well, what I've been gathering so far is that there's a gigantic underground society of people that like to get a little nuts, you know, Knucking Futz. Colonel Knucking Futz.
Okay.
Remember that name.
Colonel Knucking Futz.
Yeah. Colonel Knucking Futz. And apparently he is the leader of this underground society. Like, I don't know to the extent of what they do, but you remember, like, was it like last Halloween or the Halloween before everybody was tripping about clowns?
Yeah.
That might have been like a call to action, okay? So apparently the society attracts a certain degree of people that have maybe a dark fetish.
Clown fetish.
Clown fetish.
Yeah.
Because it's supposedly like an ultra release from like your inner self. I mean, there's all kinds of thoughts that go behind this, but apparently Colonel Knucking Futz actually runs an underground society of clowns from a place called Clown Island.
Okay.
And this place, from what I've heard, this guy is just, he's loaded. Like, it can only be accessed by boat or helicopter pad. And it's supposedly he is completely cut off from like any internet phone services, to where it's such a protected thing.
Yeah.
That like if you weren't in the inn, you really wouldn't be able to figure out much about it. Okay. And what I've been reading so far is that he's actually trying to create an entire, you know, counterculture of clowns that are out in the daytime, because they have this almost nihilistic belief about, you know, the way the world is and structures of society, and that it's very limiting to people's inner thoughts.
So a little bit of an anarchy twist on things.
Yeah.
A little bit of an anarchy twist on things. Yeah.
Right.
That reminds me of something. You know, that's a whether or not that is true, you know what I mean? Is neat in and of itself. And the reason that being is like there are actual entire very, very large groups of people on Facebook that are clown groups. And that they are clown groups, and they all wear makeup and masks and all kinds of stuff, and they'll all do Facebook Live videos and all kinds of creepy stuff and shit like that. An ex-girlfriend of mine actually like knows some of these people and did some photo shoots for some of them. Which is like, which is very bizarre. In the first place, do you know what I mean? It was weird as fuck. And the thing about this is, these are not juggalos. They have no attachment to ICP or anything like that. They're just people who want to be clowns. And it's fucked up a way as possible. And so this individual in particular that she did a photo shoot for, the guy is kind of shy as himself, but as a clown, he's very forceful and dominant. Like everything that he can't bring to light within his own personality.
Right.
Kind of an escape.
On a more twisted sexual front, there's an entire fetish for clown porn.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whoa.
The whole thing. I mean, Porno Joe was basically just the ringleader of a lot of it. You gotta look him up.
Porno Joe.
Porno Joe, that's his street name. I don't know. I just know he was really, really into making clown porn.
Whoa. You know, everyone's got their own weird kinks and everything else. You know what I mean?
Right?
What percentage of the population's like, whenever I go to fucking, look up porn, I want to see clowns. But no, I know that this guy that my ex did photography for, and I'll come back and say his name or whatnot if I ever get a chance to talk to him. I think we're still in contact somewhere or another. But he would get hit up by chicks after we did this photo shoot. You know what I mean? Wanted to give him some clown love. You know what I'm saying? Like he would get hit up by chicks all the time. Want to give him some of that.
They wanted to blow up his balloon.
Blow up his balloon. Yeah, let's go ahead and say blow up his balloon. For all you Hindus out there, she wanted to use her vagine on his balloon sword. And
with our powers combined, my vagina will be your balloon sheath.
Okay. Ching ching. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like he would get hit up, and fucking hilarious. All of it.
I mean, whatever works, right?
Whatever works. You know what I mean? But like it'd be hilarious. You know what I mean? 'Cause the conversations would overspill from some of these chicks. They'd overspill onto my ex's her photography page, and I would be like, holy crap, like it'd become a problem. You know what I mean? Like crossing the streams of business, and you know what I mean? Like
fetish.
Yeah, I mean, because she's trying to run a business, and these girls are like, chasing clown dick. Let's be honest, chasing clown dick.
I mean, wouldn't it be really fucking sick and just in such a cool manner? You know, they have all these MMO video games out there.
Yeah.
Where you pick a character and you just create and go through the levels in the world and level up your guy. And it's like a social thing at the same time. Why isn't that a thing for clowns yet?
I don't know. I would really like to see what the market test group cross-section of that really is. Because I think there could be an awesome fucking game made.
Dude, I think it would be like one of the biggest games ever.
We'd have to find out what the breakdown on what, because we already know that, like, on a horror side of things, a lot of people think clowns are fucking, oh shit, creepy.
Scary as fuck.
Scary as fuck. And,
but maybe this game could, like, take away some of the fear, Clowns would be okay. You'd let one come over to dinner, all dressed up. His name is fucking George, and, he works as a bartender, and half his security is like, I'm here for dinner, Thanks. Can you please pass the potatoes? I've had a rough day. Too many jokes.
Yeah, dude. We've talked about this in the past, and, like, there's a very cool, like, placed out idea for a video game that's there. You know what I mean? A lot of cool, so you make an open world game and you make it about clowns, and now you have you get to design your character like you would in other MMOs,
right.
You get to pick your stats, you get to pick up what you're good at, you get to um, choose your clown deity, and we kind of have a list of deities that are based on actual clowns that existed through history, some good, some evil, that they would give you a blessing or a boon, you know what I mean, as part of your power set. And then you would have like all these other fucking cool things like, well, hey, does he go for the jugular? You know what I mean? Is he good at
Right.
craftiness and sneakiness, or is he good at fucking, some of these other traits that you would be like you associate with MMOs, but they'd be really different as a clown. We'd blend the supernatural with the what could be done in real life. So we're talking about this MMO, and this MMO is going to be, if we get it done the way we want to do it, it's going to be fucking amazing because it's going to have a lot of different levels to things. It's going to be as in depth as like a Elder Scrolls game, but like it's going to be its own thing. It's going to be its own entity. We've already discussed like powers that characters could have and the way that people would interact and like they go on jobs for different
Right.
clown guilds. They have you gotta say it, the ice cream truckers, the goddamn, you know what I mean, like dude, just all kinds of shit.
The janitor.
Yeah, dude, the fucking all the little hidden Easter eggs that can be placed in it, like
The store manager at like the Taco Bell, just been at Taco Bell for 28 years and just absolutely out of his fucking mind.
dude, we'll literally call it Taco Hell. I mean, we don't want to get copyright infringed. You know what I mean? Gotta
Right.
call it something else. Call it Taco Hell. It's what everybody else calls it that's ever worked there.
Right.
What?
Called soft Taco Bell. I could just see lots and lots of people getting into this. Any video game developers out there that may have come across this, get in touch with us. Let's make it happen. Huge idea.
And if you guys ever need, we'll score your video game for a reasonable price.
Yep.
We will score a video game for a reasonable price. Especially if you're independent. You know what I mean? If you're an independent, small label, we'll work something out with you. Bigger corporate gigs, you know what I mean? If we're put in charge of a whole mainline, this is all negotiation. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude, we'll do a great job. You know what I mean? We'll kick the door down, kick some ass.
We have tons and tons of material.
I mean, we
Do
got
we
tons
plug
of
do we plug a fucking track in at the end of this one?
I'll plug a bunch of tracks. I'll make a streamline of. I mean, any style, genre, anything you would want, and that would be actually part of, like, if we say like we did sell the script, to a larger gaming company. I would definitely want us to be on board as
we have.
creative team, not just the story and progression, the layout.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The one of the bigger ones is music impacts video games in a very large way, especially in story-driven stuff, quest-driven stuff. Not as much in like something like Call of Duty.
Right.
Like, I could put on my own soundtrack to Call of Duty and it's going to be Call of Duty still. But if let's say if you took out the original scores in like Final Fantasy or Elder Scrolls Skyrim, it would change the whole feel of the whole game. And that's what we're basically doing, is making an open world RPG. It would change the whole outlook of the whole game you change the score in that game. So it's a very important part of the creative process to me, personally.
Definitely.
You know, music can help you remember things you've forgotten for forever. You know,
Leave an imprint on you.
Hearing the right song reminds you of people you forgot you even dated. Hearing the right song reminds you of troubled times you might have had that you've forgotten. Hearing the right song might bring back hope, and to someone that has lost all hope. You know, it's all about the right song is like a fine wine. It either completes something or it takes away from it. But yeah, we'll definitely play some music at the end of this. What all piece are you thinking about?
I was thinking just throwing window lickers.
Okay. By the way, y'all, on our Patreon page, it says we'll do a live gig for $7,000. If you have a reasonable gig and you want to get a hold of us, we might do it for under $7,000. It's a possibility, but I mean,
it's negotiable.
It's negotiable, and there's a possibility if it's a bigger gig and it might cost more than $7,000.
Yeah, just depends how big you want to scale it.
But yeah, well, especially the individual, like if an individual gives us, you know what I mean, $7,000 in a month, you know what I mean.
Right.
They're gonna get everything. They're gonna get a T-shirt. They're gonna get, we'll do a song. We'll put them in as a producer. We'll put them in as, you know what I mean, the whole deal. And we go do the live gig. I mean, within reason. You know what I mean. It's a 1 hour show, and we'll do a meet and greet afterwards. Depending on how big the crowd is, you know what I mean. We'll stay around and we'll drink and do shots. You know. It's a huge crowd. Like
we'll do a podcast immediately after. We'll do the show and then we'll do the fucking podcast right there
in the hotel.
Yeah.
Well, because like it depends on how big the crowd is. The crowd's huge. The last thing we want to do is be in the middle of a huge crowd, and now you've invited something that you don't want.
We'll just invite them all back to the hotel. You know what I mean? Like, we'll make this the party. I mean, because basically after you spend that $2, right, and you go, fuck.
Yeah.
Man, if my numbers hit, right, I mean, what the fuck are you going to do with that $180 million? I mean, I could tell you what I'm not going to do, more so than what I'm actually going to do.
The crazy thing is,
I won't build you an escalator, and I don't think you would either.
I will not build you I got to go find that.
Right.
If you
are you passionate about music and creating, then go be a musician. Go get a record deal.
Yeah, but that's probably not possible anymore either.
Can't tell many people that.
That's a hard pill to swallow. That's
a
really hard one.
But if you have $180 million, you've got the golden ticket. I've got the golden ticket. I mean, I'm skipping in that motherfucker, like just happy as can be, right? And I want the big publishers clearinghouse check. I don't want a little normal check. I want a big check. Wouldn't you want a big check, Rich?
Well,
just it has your name, whatever the payout is minus the taxes. I mean, 180, dude, you're probably still seeing around 100 mil.
Yeah?
Somewhere in that range. Okay? And it's just like, they hand this to you. I mean, it's on, right? I mean, like, next stop, we got to go to the liquor store, obviously, like, stop one.
Well, dude, I think what happens at first is, like, I'm like, well, we're going to get, like, the fucking best fucking suite at the best hotel wherever like if you win, it's in Jeff City, which sucks. But if I win, it's in Nashville, and they have great hotels in Nashville.
Right.
So if I win, it's like, dude, we're gonna get a suite in Nashville, like the presidential at some fucking, Hilton or fucking, Regency, something crazy, Four Seasons. And then which has multiple rooms with multiple beds with a center, and we have to take out a loan because the money doesn't clear for like 30 days.
Right. It's
So
going to be a...
have to take out immediate loan like for $100,000 against. Stay there in Nashville. That's the first thing. You get the big suite with the fucking jacuzzis, plural. You know what I mean? The stand-in shower. You know what I mean? In both sides that like has like the 500 fucking nozzles. You know what I'm saying? Like make it rain, motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You wake up and you're like getting hit by water on all fucking sides, and you're like, oh man, I'm zestfully clean for the first time in my fucking life. And then
Right.
we hit up the fucking liquor store. When I say we hit up the liquor store, I mean like we're hitting the fucking liquor store. We got a shopping cart in that bitch. I mean, we're like hitting up all that liquor that we can't afford, like fucking Sublime was talking about. We're talking $4, $5 pints of fucking beer. Pints. We're talking like, and we're just stocking up, dude. We're gonna get like 3 bottles of Crevassier. We're gonna get fucking, we're in Nashville. We're gonna get some Tennessee moonshine. We're gonna get fucking, we're gonna go through the wine section. We're gonna try to buy them out of the best fucking blackberry wine and plum sake we can find. And then be like, okay.
Yeah, see, I would do something totally different.
Okay.
So, you get the money, right? You got the check. You're going to the bank, your deposit, right? As soon as that's slipped underneath the little teller thing, and she looks at it, and you look at her, and you kind of give her that, yep, it's that big. You know?
Ah!
Like, I'm gone. I'm taking a cab, and I'm getting on the next airplane out of town.
You understand that, though. You have to get a loan.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand.
30 days is, you don't, it takes at least 30 days for that motherfucker to, anything. So,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to have to take out a loan upon expected incomes.
Whatever. Wouldn't even matter, man. I would just go and disappear. I mean, literally, I would just vanish. I'd go where they wouldn't find me. And by they, I mean anybody that would try to be after me. And then as soon as I could get the documentation cleared to get my passport and all that other shit,
Right?
it's going into, I'm flying to fucking Switzerland and I'm parking the money offshore. I'm sitting in Switzerland until that's
Right.
made a thing. And then I'm going to come back and take care of everybody.
Yeah, well, see, part of it is like, in no way, shape, or form would I be greedy. Like, in no way, shape, or like, it's so much money that $100 million in pocket is so much money. For a person like me or you, it's unfathomable in a lot of ways, and at the same time, it's very fuck-upable.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would take, like, I take $100 million, I'd put 10 in a safe account.
Yeah.
And then we're going to Vegas and Thailand, and I'm going to put at least $10 million on red. One shot.
See, I'd never be that reckless. $10 million is a lot of freedom.
You still have 90 more freedoms. Only risk 10%. Red.
It's a lot of freedom, man. That's all that money is. That's
That's all
all
it
that
is. And
money
then,
is
so
freedom.
freedom will ring in, you know, you'll hit the big dong on the Liberty Bell, right? And everyone's celebrating you just won $10 million, and you're like, I'm the guy of all the people standing around me that needs this $10 million the least, right?
Yeah.
Then you take that $10 million you just won, and man, you start going and doing stuff with it. Like, first thing I would do is I'd go all around, gather up all the homeless people I could, and shuttle them into a fucking hotel for the week. Just pay for it. Fucking, bam, you got the hotel for the week. Here's a few grand for fucking food, and get yourself set up. Go get a haircut, some new clothes. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the rest would go into commercial real estate, man. Multifamily units. The money's going to keep paying me. I'm not going to give it all back. Should I lose that $10
me
million
neither,
bucks?
man. Like there's
Whatever.
great,
I mean, I still have at least another $10 million in cash, and I'm going to go put that on a mountain of Colombia's finest and a room full of horse.
It's 16, bro. By the way, for a kilo, it's 16.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So
Last I checked.
We'll get like 10 of those.
The
Fucking give Eric Clapton like $300 grand to come do a show, and he just plays fucking the cocaine song on repeat. The dumb shit you can do.
That's
I don't know.
funny.
I'm just talking shit. I really don't know what the fuck I would do with $100 million.
Dude, $100 million, man.
I can tell you there's a few things I definitely wouldn't do ever again. I would never have to make a car payment.
Right.
Okay? I'd never rent anything ever again. And I damn sure wouldn't have roommates. And I wouldn't do my day jobs, which I won't mention yet because there's too much shame. Well, let's just put it this way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about a step and a half above the guy that comes up and scrubs your toilets in your house. That's it. Not going very far. But that $100 million, I could tell you I'd look really damn good doing it, you know? Like, it'd be fun.
I'm telling you, I would need, like, after the money cleared, like, I would straight up need 2 months to be able to think about the correct decisions to make when it came to $100 million. I'm talking like a nice suite, everybody, you know, it'd be like me, you, my friend, like maybe a few other people, but it wouldn't be, the list isn't very long when it comes to, anybody who would help me make those decisions.
Right.
The decision wheel is not very long. And being able to weed out, you know, and not let certain people in to begin with, it would be very important. Because you're going to let very dangerous elements into your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
With the more money you have, the more problems you're going to have. The more people that are going
to... You could literally never get married either or have a relationship ever again, I feel like.
Because the money was free. Is that why?
Right.
Because the money was...
Well, yeah, dude, I think you'd just become such a target.
Oh, you're definitely a target. The more money anybody has, the bigger the target. You know what I mean? Definitely. And you meet a girl and she fucks really good after that. I mean, no,
right?
She's trying for that money.
Dun, 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 dun,
she's trying for it. She's trying for that money. You know?
Hey now.
Trying for it. These trifling ass bitches.
Right?
Dude, they'll straight tear you down and fucking take all your shit.
Prenups.
Man, if and especially, dude, like after, you have to pay attention to every single girl you sleep with from then on out.
Oh yeah.
Some girl's gonna try to pop a hole in a condom. Some girl's gonna try to fucking, you know,
not take the pill.
Right, dude. You're gonna get okie doked, bro. Like, you nearly have to sign a fucking, a clause before you take them to bed.
I would.
I'd think about it. You think Elon Musk does that? He's like, oh, fuck
Probably.
that. Like, I'm Elon Musk. I have billions. You're gonna have to sign this. I can't fuck you without it. What do you mean, Elon? Yeah, you could take all my money by fucking getting impregnated with a child.
Does he have kids?
No, I doubt it. He just dates.
Yeah. Cause.
I mean, once you have $100 million, though, if you invested it right and fucking did everything right, you could get $1 billion pretty easy.
A lot
The
easier
jump
than I
is,
can.
not as far.
Right?
Yeah. Think we could make it to the prospectus fucking amount of money? So to have a brokerage firm underneath one of the big brokerage firms is like, you have to be handling like $1.2 billion worth of assets. But then you can walk the fucking floor of the stock market. Huge advantage. It's like 1.2 billion. Billion dollars. All right, man. So that concludes this episode. We thank you guys for tuning in. We love to see your faces. If you could join us on Twitter, you can reach us on Twitter at ADHD@twitter.com. Our Patreon page is posted in the comments or in the description of the video. And you can get a hold of us through Facebook.
Just look us up, man. Find me.
Find me.
All right, raise your glasses, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a closing drink.
Cheers.
Luck. Tomorrow, September 11th.